Hello all, and welcome back to another episode of Rank Masters, where what do you say? We're the critics of the internet lists.
Critics of internet lists.
I'm so bad at remembering this every single time. That's what tagline. Hi, I'm Seth, and I'm here with
Trace.
This way. You're on this side. You're on this side. Yeah. I have to remember for the video each time which side of me you're on, because I like to gesture to you, and sometimes I think it's funny when I gesture the wrong direction. But yeah, okay. Anywho, today we're back with another episode, and you could probably guess what the episode is based on the title.
Because you looked at the title.
If you didn't look at the title, if you just have us on autoplay, that's kind of cool, actually. I respect that. But today what we're going to be looking at, the ugliest Pokemon. All of them.
We're back at it again with Pokemon, which honestly, we're probably going to do a bunch of Pokemon lists because it's something I'm very much into and you're tangentially into.
I'm tangentially into. I've had Pokemon on my mind a lot recently because my claim to fame is that I had a Mystery Dungeon randomizer playthrough way back in the day, and that's still the only thing people know me for. I still make not Mystery Dungeon, but just general Pokemon stuff every now and then, and it's fun. I like Pokemon. I just don't like the mainline games.
Yeah, and I love the mainline games.
I know you do. I want to get back into them at some point. I just don't know if I can.
I know they're objectively bad games. But I love them with all of my heart.
God damn it, they're fun anyway. All right.
I love them. I think they're fantastic.
Well, this list is going to be looking specifically at the Pokemon that you might not think are fantastic, that you might think are actually the opposite of fantastic, or at least the maker of this list thinks. So, smooth transitions, right?
Yeah, smooth transitions.
I'm proud of that one. But yeah, the gimmick, this time, instead of having like a top 10 or top 15 or something like that, this is the top 18. Because it picks the ugliest Pokemon of each type. And there are 18 types of Pokemon. So, and Trace, because I know you love being quizzed. I know you like big ass things. I'm going to ask over and over
Pokemon,
again.
I love Pokemon so much.
Yeah, so I'm going to ask you each time I'm going to ask what you think like the type is next on the list, because they did go like least ugly type to most ugly type, and then also what the most ugly Pokemon in that type is. So, are you ready? Are you ready for these? Because you're going to have to dig deep this episode.
I'm gonna dig deep into my knowledge. I do have a Pokédex pulled up just so like I can scroll through it real quick.
Smart. Yeah.
Because I don't have like the name of 1,000 plus Pokemon on my brain.
I could never. Actually, I might have to pull up that same Pokédex, because Pokédex sorted by type would be a good way to do it. Because that way,
I just have the
whatever we get to
Pokédex on.
Okay, that's fair. Because I'm like, if we sort it by type, that means that we could see each, like, we could see all the other potential contenders for the ugliest Pokemon in that type.
But that's a skill issue, all right? And I want the nerf for my brain.
Fair. That's valid, I guess. All right. Well, shall we get started then?
We can get started.
What do you think is the least ugly Pokemon type?
The least ugly Pokemon type? So this would be like the prettiest of the ugliest.
This is number 18. So of the ugliest Pokemon of each type, this one is the least ugly of them. That's a weird way to phrase it, but you know what I mean.
Dark type.
You think Dark is the least ugly? You think Dark is number 18? Interesting. Well, you're dead ass fucking wrong.
Okay, well, dude, I mean,
here, maybe I should get like a few Pokemon in before we start going. So you should get a feel for like how the writer of this article thinks.
Okay.
But do you want to just get started with number 18 then?
Give me the type, and I still want to see if I can't guess the Pokemon of the type.
You just love it. You love this kind of trivia shit.
I fucking love trivia.
It's so fun.
All right?
This isn't even trivia. It's basically just guessing the psychology of a person you've never met before.
Exactly.
Number 18 is the Rock type, and it's a specific Rock type Pokemon. What do you think? You think Probopass is the ugliest rock-type Pokemon?
I mean, I don't think it's the ugliest rock-type Pokemon, but I know a lot of people think it is an ugly rock-type Pokemon.
I mean...
So, Probopass.
I don't disagree it is an ugly rock-type Pokemon, in my opinion, but that is not what this list thinks is the ugliest.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Okay, what is it? What is the ugliest?
I would have thought Probopass personally, but no, the ugliest, according to this list, is Rhyperior.
You know
that
what? That
wrong.
feels correct.
What?
No, it feels correct.
Really?
I do. I remember when I first saw Rhyperior, I was like, this is the bad one. This should not have been made.
What do you mean?
Because Sinnoh introduced like a bunch of evolutions. Like Magmortar is okay. It's not the best, but it's like I can see why it's there. What's the evolution of like Elekid, Electabuzz? Electivire. Electivire looked sweet. Like actually Electivire was the best one that they did. In my
Electivire
opinion.
does look really cool. I like Electivire's design a lot.
Licky is funny.
He is really funny.
I just think it's funny. I like that it's there.
Yeah.
But then like Rhyperior, and I'm like, ew. Couldn't you have done something like better?
I don't know. I kind of like Rhyperior's design personally speaking. I think the one thing that makes him ugly for me is that like he has a bar over his head. What?
Oh, okay. We thought of two very different things.
I'm gonna need you to elaborate on your thing. What do you say and what do you mean?
Hand buttholes. He has buttholes in his hand.
They're holes, but I don't think they're buttholes.
Buttholes. Huh? Objectively, they hurl like quote unquote mud or rocks. Buttholes.
Okay, you know what? Now I agree. You've convinced me.
He also has a cod piece, which I don't think he needs.
I don't know what that means.
What
is a cod piece?
It's almost like a cup, but like more leathery.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered by that. I didn't know that was called a cod piece, but yeah, he's just got a slate of rock on his cock. And
not even cock. It's just a null bulge Rhyperior with like a cod piece. Okay,
I like that
with his butthole hands and his stupid fucking nose.
For me, I think the ugly thing is just kind of like the line of rock on top of his head that like it sort of looks like a helmet. I think it would be better if it were just the horns. Like if he didn't have that rock on his head, I think his design would be a lot better. But
it reminds me of a middle-aged man doing a comb over. You are correct.
Yeah, 100%.
It's very comb over-esque.
It's very comb over.
Comb over, codpiece, butthole hands. You know, I think it's a good choice. I think this is a very ugly Pokemon.
You know what I would have chosen for this though? What I think the ugliest rock type Pokemon is?
Please.
Carkol.
Carkol. No.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Carkol's ugly as shit.
It's
just a plate with a face and a bunch of coals on it.
How do you spell Carkol? I want to look at it right now.
Carkol. Yeah. It just the face
looks
kind of
fine.
No, that's ugly as fuck. That just looks like if you buried an onyx in a pound of shit.
It's a minecart. That's what it is.
Yeah, but it doesn't look
good. It's a minecart with a bunch of coal.
I don't like. I think it looks ugly.
Fine.
It looks ugly. Don't lie.
It's not the best one, but it looks fine.
Okay, you're just fine.
You're just a Gen 1er, apparently.
I'm, first of all, no, not even close. I'm more of a Gen 4er.
Gen 4er.
Yeah, because that was the Mystery Dungeon generation. Anywho.
That's fine.
That's the one with Dialga and Palkia and the fun Pokemon. All right. So that was number 18. What do you think?
Yep.
Do we want to guess types yet, or do we want to wait a little bit?
Let's keep going without the types, because that seems a little bit harder in my brain.
It's very hard to try. Maybe like when we get to top 5, we'll have you can narrow down the types at that point. But number 17, interestingly, also a Rhyperior type. We have ground type.
Ground,
because
really?
Rhyperiors have ground, half rock. But Rhyperior fell into the rock one. What do you think is the ugliest ground type?
So there are no double ups. That's what I'm hearing.
There are no double ups on this list. There, in my opinion, there should be, but this list does not have any Pokemon that match multiple different types.
Thinking of ugly ground types,
I can think of one.
I can only think of honestly, Rhyperior is the one that's like the most ugly to me, but
that's fair.
It's already been used.
That it has.
Are they going to go with Claydol?
Claydol? Why Claydol? I don't think Claydol's that ugly.
Neither do I. Claydol is actually one of my favorite Pokemon, but so many people have come up to me and been like, they stop me randomly on the street and they're like, "Are you a Claydol fan?" I fucking love Claydol. I think it is so cool. I hate that its stats suck.
Yeah.
But like it is a great Pokemon. I love it so much. I think it is very cool. I love the fact that it's supposed to be like this like psychic golem type thing, and I just love it. It's very cool.
I just like Claydol's cute little owl faces. They make me happy.
Owl faces.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's not supposed to be an owl, but the face, just, like, when I see the doll, like, I see the big old eyes and the tiny little nose thing over and over again. I'm like, that looks like an owl to me, you know? Yeah.
Shit, I've never even seen that in my life.
It looks like I think it's cute. I think Claydol's
it's like a winking owl. You're right.
Yeah, but that's not what they chose for this list. Do you want me to tell you what they chose for this list?
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me what they chose.
Hippopotas. And actually, I kind of agree.
I don't agree. So there was a time when I was a kid that I was actually kind of obsessed with Hippopotas.
Okay.
And it was because of a specific anime episode where Ash helps a hippopotas. And I'm like, you know what? Actually, it's really cool. And I'm with you. Sinnoh, special place in my heart. Gen 4.
It really does.
But yeah, and I remember being like, yeah, I fucking love Hippopotas. Like, great Pokemon. Fantastic. Hippo fucking potas.
Fair enough. So what would you have chosen? Because we talked about Claydol already, and you don't think Claydol's the ugliest. What would you have chosen as the ugliest?
I'd probably put Rhyperior back on it because I really don't like Rhyperior.
Okay,
but
fair.
if I had to choose differently, I really don't know. Because like when you said ground type, I was like, not a lot of ground types in my mind stand out as being specifically ugly. Like a lot of them were mediocre.
Yeah. And this is why we're like on the early side of the list. Like they're going to get uglier as things go on.
Yeah, they're going to get a lot uglier. I still think it's very weird that they put Rhyperior at 18 because that's a very ugly Pokemon. I think it should be a lot farther down. Maybe Stunfisk. Stunfisk is kind of ugly, but like in an endearing way.
I could see it. Stunfisk is a bit funky. I don't really... I kind of like Stunfisk's design. You know, it's pancake. It's the pancake man.
No, I like its design, but it's like it's ugly.
It is a little ugly. You're right. I think
I really
probably
don't know. Controversial opinion. Ground type, the prettiest type.
Possibly. Hey, who knows?
Because like really, I'm trying to I'm even scrolling through the Pokédex here, and I'm just like,
I would have.
All of them are kind of cool.
Before like a year ago, I would have gone with Drillbur as the ugliest. Because I think, he's not too ugly, but his proportions just don't make sense to me. However, that changed when I played Gates to Infinity. Because I played that with a randomizer, and my partner was Drillbur, and it grew on me. It got a lot cuter.
He's very cute, though. I don't know how you thought that is ugly ever. It's a very cute
I don't know.
Pokemon.
He looked ugly to me. But I think my new answer is probably got to be Gastrodon.
Gastrodon. I love Gastrodon. That fucking little slug.
That's ugly as fuck.
It's so cute. I didn't like Gastrodon until I started doing competitive Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
And then I saw that it was strong. And then I started to grow on it as it's also kind of cute. But I looked through the Pokédex and I finally got to the current generation, Iron Treads. Fuck that man. Why the fuck is his face there?
I like his face. I like Iron Treads' face.
I don't
like
know
the rest of his design. I know there's two Paradox Pokemon based on the same one, but I like Iron Treads. Great Tusk is better, obviously, but Iron Treads is cool.
I saw Iron Treads and I was like, yep, I'm definitely getting Scarlet. It's final nail in the coffin.
That honestly, you know what? Yeah, that's fair.
Those were the two Paradox Pokemon they showed before the game were released was Iron Treads and Great Tusk. Okay. And I was like, objectively, you're not making this choice hard.
Objectively, you've decided what you want. All right. Well, fair enough, I guess. Shall we move on then?
Sure.
Shall we go to number 16? So next type is the ghost type. What do you think is the ugliest ghost type Pokemon? Because there's some funky ghost type Pokemon.
Golden Go. That's a personal thing. That's personal.
Yeah, personal. I knew that.
Personal. Fuck Golden Go with it shouldn't even be a Pokemon.
It just looks like a cheese stick.
We can talk about that soon. But as for what this author said, this is hard for me because ghost type is probably my favorite type. I love almost all
There's
ghost
a
type
lot
Pokemon.
of cool ghost type designs.
I think they're fantastic.
I think among my favorite Pokemon are Decidueye and Marshadow. Like, they just have such fucking cool designs. I love them so much. Drapey's also really cool.
Like, I just ghost type Pokemon are cool, and also like obviously, like we've talked about ghosts how many times on this podcast so far.
Yeah, you're obsessed with Supernatural. I get it.
Ghosts.
Yeah.
So like you have ghost Pokemon, instant connection.
Yeah, precisely.
I don't know, like because I keep on like stopping for ghosts, and I'm like, cool.
Cool.
Like maybe Cofagrigus, because I know that like when it was first announced, people had like an aversion to it. But I like Cofagrigus mostly because it has the F slur in it, and it got banned from being traded online for a really long time.
It did. I forgot about that.
So
I forgot that was a thing. You're right.
It's very funny. I don't know. I guess final answer, Cofagrigus.
Cofagrigus is not what this article said. I kind of like Cofagrigus' design.
They better be fucking careful.
They better.
What
be
do they
fucking
say?
Careful. Cursula. The fucking dead coral.
Who the fuck wrote this? Cursula?
Cursula
is one of my favorite new, like, from Galar. No, was it Cursula?
It was Galar, right? Yeah.
I loved Cursula. I mean, I didn't like it competitively because it was so much better to just have a Galarian Corsola and put an Eviolite on it. Shout out to all my crazy bitches that play competitive Pokemon. But Cursula, I was like, I want this on my team because it is just such a fun Pokemon.
They're cute.
And also like bleached coral, very fun, environmental message.
Yep.
I love the fact that it's sad because it's dead now. Like that's funny.
Yeah.
Very good Pokemon. Why would no? First, they put Rhyperior as the least ugly type out of this. And then they're going to put Cursula here?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
This article, I have a lot of thoughts about it. I have my disagreements, and I'm glad you're agreeing with this.
Back to the cheese stick. That thing. When they made like
the cheese stick.
When they made the video, that was like, oh, we're going to show a video that's going to significantly increase your enjoyment of the game, right?
No.
And it was called Pokemon 1000. And all it was is it went through all of the Pokemon, and at the end, it celebrated that mother fucking cheese stick. Like the worst Pokemon that has ever been designed ever.
Yeah. It just
Golden
looks
Go.
So fucking bad. It looks
bad. Its type is just so not its type, like its ability is what so annoying. So it completely it negates all secondary effects of all moves.
Huh? Why?
So it like that are done to it. Like it can still do the secondary effects of the moves, but things that are done to it makes me so fucking pissed. Like every time I see it like pop up as something that I need to fight against, hate it.
You die.
Instantly, like I know how to kill it. Like it's not that hard to kill anymore. Like it's been almost scrubbed as like not very viable anymore because people always like bring something to kill it, which makes my heart so happy
from time itself.
But when like competitive in Paldea was like first going on, and like people at left and right were bringing Golden Go specifically for that ability, and me, someone who loves to play Among Us because I think it's very fun. I like putting people to sleep. I like to drag out the battle and kind of control the speed that way. And then you bring out fucking Golden Go, and it's like, sorry, I can't do that. And then it's a little bitch that also has that Make It Rain move, which also objectively hilarious that it has a move called Make It Rain.
Love that.
But stupid. Bad Pokemon all around. Everything about it, bad. Fucking hard to evolve because you have to find like 999 of those little shit sticks that like run around everywhere. Everything about this Pokemon over and over and over made me hate it more, to the point to where like this is the only Pokemon I would say the game is better for if it was gotten rid of.
Yeah, I think this is where you and I agree. We 100% agree on this one. I don't like Gimmighoul. It looks like a cheese
Golden
stick.
Go.
Sorry, yes. Okay,
Gimmighoul. Wait. Am I on the wrong here? I thought
Gimmighoul is the one that holds the coin. Like he runs around Paldea.
See, and I could have lived with Gimmighoul.
Yeah.
Like, I could have lived with both of those and been like, yeah, that's fine. Like, they're not my favorite designs. Like, I wouldn't gravitate to them. Like, I would probably say, like, okay, that's my least favorite ghost type. But still, even then, I'd be like, yeah,
as
whatever.
Bad as Golden Go. Yeah, I feel
but then there's Golden Go? Doesn't even have a shiny yet. So shiny hunters also hate this bitch.
Because supposedly the golden version is its shiny. And it's just impossible to get his normal version. And I hate that. That's so dumb. That's such a bad thing. It's
shiny.
Yeah.
Hate golden go all around. Fuck
I don't know.
That thing.
I don't know what Pokemon did, but they were on drugs. They were not doing well. All right. Shall we move on?
Sure.
All right. Number
Get this
15.
bitch out of my face.
I already know you're going to hate what they say for this one, but number 15 is electric type.
Electric type?
Uh-huh.
Why is it going to be Electivire? Because I said Electivire is the best evolution.
I do like Electivire too, but they did not pick Electivire. I can provide confidence at least in that.
So I actually thought about this, and I believe that, because
you think about ugly electric type Pokemon often.
Yeah, and I have to remember specifically which one. Electric.
Yes,
Electric is the one that I think it is.
Oh, Electric, the EEL.
Yep, Electric. That's who I think is the fact that you're looking it up makes me be like, okay,
it's not on the list, but I had to remind myself of the design. Yep, you're right. That is ugly as fuck. I don't think that's what I would have chosen personally. What did they put my option. There? They put Toxel. They put the baby version of Toxtricity.
My baby.
He's literally a baby. He's cute.
I love Toxel. I mean, I hated trying to evolve Toxel because having that thing on your party for so fucking long.
Yeah.
And it is weak as hell.
Yeah.
Sucked. I did not like that.
It's a weak Pokemon.
Why are you agreeing with me? Did you even play Galar?
No,
did you play Sword and Shield at all?
I watched someone do the playthrough.
Yeah. So I hated having that thing on my party, except for the fact that it was so cute. I thought it was the cutest fucking thing alive. I was like, yeah, it's just a baby, pretty much. It looks like an alien baby. It looks like if the dinosaurs from Dragon Ball Z had a baby.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you get that reference, but that's what it looks like to me. And to me, I'm like, this is the cutest fucking thing alive. And I loved it. And also Toxtricity, literally my favorite Pokemon in the world.
I'm and they do this to me. Toxtricity.
Over Electric? Have you Electric?
Yeah.
After the Moray eel, something that people think is one of the ugliest animals, and they didn't make it pretty. It's still pretty ugly. And they chose Toxel. My little baby.
I want to read to you their argument here. It says that Toxel looks less like a Pokemon and more like a purple alien cartoon with the voice of some biker guy when it baby screams. It's frankly uncanny to look at, and it's more disturbing because of its natural diaper, because there's nothing in the natural world that has a diaper at birth, so it's supposed to remind you of a human. The fact that it's a poison type with that diaper also raises some terrible ideas. They just hate the fact that it has a diaper.
Toxic piss, but also Vullaby.
What?
Vullaby has a diaper. It's a skull, but it's a diaper.
You're right. Yeah, that's also true. Is Vullaby further on this list? I haven't looked that far ahead.
Oh my god!
I'm not going to tell you if it is or isn't,
but no, that's like sure. It looks vaguely human-like, but so do like so many other Pokemon. That it's weird that this is where your battle is chosen with the baby.
And it doesn't really look like a human. It just looks like an alien. You're right. Like it doesn't.
It looks like a little alien dinosaur.
Yeah, I like him. I like him a lot.
I like him. And his little tongue sticking out like a beautiful.
Yeah,
done.
If I had to pick my ugliest Pokemon, I probably would have gone with a hangry mode, Morpeko. I don't know how it's pronounced.
Morpeko. Yeah.
It's that generation's attempt at recreating Pikachu. And it's ugly as fuck.
Yeah, the Pikachu clone. No, it's cute. It's very fun. You should watch it in the anime. It's actually very fun.
The anime changes things. That's true. I haven't been exposed to that. But just, I don't like the design of the games. Anime. I want to punt it into the sun. No. This is the second episode in a row where we're talking about putting children into the sun.
It's like it's with Team Rocket. And so it's like a little evil as well. It's so fucking cute. They did it really good in the anime. That's what made me like Morpeko more.
Fair enough.
And also like as Marnie's partner in the games made me like it a little bit better. Like I don't know. I always thought it was kind of cute that it got like really angry because it was hungry. Like,
yeah.
Me too, little babe.
I mean, it does go hangry. I get it. I fully understand. As a fellow hangry goer, yes. Move.
As a fellow hamster.
As a fellow hamster.
You were going to say.
Oh my god. Yeah, basically. All right.
What's next?
Do you want to know the type already? 14?
Yeah, give me the type.
It's fairy type. And I think I know precisely what you're going to answer. Trace.
So,
I know what you're going to answer. We've had this discussion before.
We don't know what my least favorite fairy type Pokemon in the world is.
Yes, we do.
But I don't think that's what this author chose.
What do you think the author chose then? What do you think this author says is the ugliest fairy type in the world? Because there's not that many of them. Like most of them, I guess they changed a lot of the old.
Yeah, they retrospect.
But there's not like a lot of pure fairies or something like that, you know?
It could be Impidimp, but it's supposed to be ugly.
Yeah.
So that maybe they wouldn't choose that one. Damn. You know what? Therian form Enamorous.
Huh?
Therian form Enamorous.
I don't even know how to spell that.
So Enamorous is Enamorous.
Oh, okay. The cloud
Therian
one.
form specifically.
The Therian form, the one that looks like a turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see it.
A lot of people find that ugly. Is it Slurpuff?
It is Slurpuff.
The fucking redemption. All right. Yep. So I fucking hate that they put my little baby as the ugliest electric type.
But they were right on the money with fairy type.
Redeeming Slurpuff? Abso-fucking-lutely. Like, if you want to hear what I think of Slurpuff, go back to the Tastiest Pokemon episode.
Yeah.
I do not like Slurpuff. I think it is a crime against... And I mean, to be fair...
You think it's committed crimes against humanity, which it has.
Oh, it has.
It eats
Absolutely.
Children. It definitely does.
Yes. It was at the Manhattan Project. It helped design the hydrogen bomb. So, but I also think it deserves to be a Pokemon. I'm fine with it being a Pokemon.
I just think
Golden Go.
No, it does not deserve.
Should have never been created. Slurpuff, sure, but you have to understand what you're creating.
Yeah, you've unleashed a monster upon the world.
You've unleashed death
which is so funny because Swirlix is such a cute design, and then Slurpuff. I was on a different pane of agreements. Like, I used to disagree with you on this, but since that the Tastiest Pokemon episode, like, I've grown. I've
thought about it.
I've thought about it. Slurpuff is ugly as fuck. Swirlix.
You've had those night sweats thinking about Slurpuff and what it would do to your toes.
Damn it.
There is put Slurpuff in any situation and you're like, this gets objectively worse.
Yeah, so it does. It really does. All right. Well, we can move on now because you've agreed with one of them. But now we shall move on to number 13. And you still want me to tell you types?
Tell me the types.
I'll let you guess types at like number 10. How about that? So number 13 is flying type. What is the ugliest flying type Pokemon?
Interesting. Honestly, flying type is so non-consequential in my brain. And it's tacked onto so many different things too that it makes me go, oh, I really don't know.
It really is. Like, I'm looking at the list of flying type Pokemon. There are 4 pure flying Pokemon. And like the number of Pokemon where flying is the first type as opposed to the second is also extremely limited. Like, it's all just the second type for a ton of birds, basically.
Oh, true. Yes.
Yeah.
God, is there like a flying type that should just like automatically stick out in my mind? Because there isn't. Like, it's so non-consequential. I'm so sorry, flying types. Like, you kind of suck.
They kind of do. I agree. They're not that good.
Rest in peace, Birdkeeper Toby, I guess.
Sorry. There's no chance in hell he's going to watch this episode. Unless
is it Therian form Enamorous again?
It's not Therian form Enamorous. If it were, I would have known how to spell Enamorous.
Yeah, but I mean, that thing is fucking ugly.
I will note, you have already mentioned this Pokemon this episode.
I have mentioned this Pokemon already.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild, because I don't remember. Fucking what? When did I mention a flying type?
Just
tell me. Just tell me.
You mentioned it when we were talking about diapers. It's Volibee.
They did. Okay,
they did
it.
They're really just committed to hating diapers.
Is their justification diapers again?
This thing is outright ugly with its angry eyes and eggshell diaper. Why do they love putting diapers on Pokemon? The concept of projecting a human baby with a human baby's needs over a bird really makes it unsettling, especially considering that Volibee is probably using that eggshell as a diaper. Nobody likes to think about bird poop covering their car, hitting them where they're walking, so it's not pleasant to think of an eggshell bowl filled with it. On top of all this, Volibee is just not a nice Pokemon to look at. Its Angerverse and bald pink head are unappealing in the extreme. This article writer just fucking hates diapers.
They hate them.
This is written by a parrot who has had to change their child too many times. Do you think they
I think they don't understand.
What?
Yeah, they just never grew up with the diaper. I don't think this writer understands that the diaper on Volibee is a skull. It's not an eggshell.
I mean, it's supposed to be an eggshell, but it looks like a skull, you know?
No, it is. It is supposed to be a skull because it's a vulture. Yeah.
Okay, fair. I thought like in canon, they use their actual shell. I thought that was the reasoning as to why it exists, you know?
Nah, that bitch is sitting in a skull shitting in it. Boss bitch behavior.
I love that. It's funny as fuck. But yeah, the article writer they just hate diapers. I like
Volibee. I mean, I think Volibee is a fine Pokemon. I like Volibee more than I do its evolution Mandibuzz.
Yeah, Mandibuzz isn't that cute.
Well, it's not cute. I don't really think it's cool. It's kind of forgettable.
Yeah. It's supposed to be cool. It's got the cool vibes for it. Yeah.
Also, rest in peace, Mandibuzz, for not getting a Hisuian form like its counterpart Braviary did.
Yeah, Braviary Hisuian form, which, by the way, that just looks like a shiny form. It didn't look very different at all.
It looked different enough. I mean, some of the regional forms just kind of have a different tint. Yeah. So I thought it was fine, but yeah, I feel bad for it because Braviary is much more known and enjoyed by the fan base.
I could give Braviary a hug. They're very
Braviary.
Yeah, that's what I said. Braviary. Bravery. We got it. Nailed it. 10 out of 10. Let's move on. Yeah, I could just give them a hug. They look soft and fluffy.
Yeah, move on from this like I moved on from the flying type. Boring pass.
Yeah. I don't know what I would pick for my least favorite. They don't look... They're forgettable. Flying is just forgettable.
Flying's forgettable.
But number 12, a little bit less forgettable. We have grass type.
Grass.
There are a lot of grass type Pokemon, Trace.
Yes, and I know a lot of people hate Snivy. But I don't know if that's going to be it because it's a starter. People are fine with Snivy.
I forgot. I thought people liked Snivy. What?
No, people hated Snivy because it looked so smug.
World. I live in the furry world where Snivy is adored, I guess.
Okay.
No, it's true. No, seriously, a lot of furries really like Snivy, and I haven't really understood why, but I guess I don't know.
I'm also a furry, and I've never seen this in my life.
Really?
So I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, half of my friends are Snivy Sonas.
Oh, you know what? Also ugly grass type starter? Chestnut. I fucking hate that thing. Don't tell our friend Roxy.
I know she's watching. I know she's listening.
She likes Chestnut, but I hate that Pokemon so much.
Really?
Because I really I was going to choose Chespin as my starter for X and Y.
Chespin's cute as fuck.
Because Chespin is adorable, and I loved it. And then I saw what it evolved into, and I was like, never fucking mind. And it ruined Chespin for me. So now I'm Fennekin all the way.
That's tragic.
Which also sucks because people just do not like Delphox. But they love Braixen.
They do love Braixen. I don't fucking know how to pronounce Pokemon words. They're not even words. They're just fake.
Let me give you my official guess.
Let's give you your official guess. What do you think is your ugliest grass type?
Ugliest grass type. I am going to go with motherfucker Delmise.
Delmise. You know what? I understand why you would think that. I like Delmise's design personally.
I love Delmise.
But a lot of people
ghost
don't.
Type,
it looks
so
yeah, I know.
Oh no, is it ghost type or is it steel type?
It's ghost grass, yeah.
Okay, it's a ghost, and then it has steel.
It,
steam liner or
it,
something.
it has some moves.
It has an ability that makes it to where its steel type moves also get same type attack bonus.
Steel worker, that's what it's called. If a steel type move
practically has
is used by a Pokemon with this ability, its attack or special attack stat is multiplied by 1.5. It's effectively it's just
the same type of attack bonus. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, that is not what the article writer picked. Article writers did not pick Dumb Eyes. Article writer picked another Pokemon that's near and dear to my heart purely because of fucking Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity.
Oh, so it's an early gen Pokemon. What is it? Tell me.
I played the randomizer, remember? Gates to Infinity. It's Among Us.
Is it really?
They picked Among Us. Among Us.
Among Us.
Oh, yeah, Among Geese.
Among Us.
Among Us.
The half of this podcast is me going to be trying to correct the way that you pronounce Pokemon.
I have intentionally pronounced this Pokemon's name wrong every single time I've said it.
So Among Us,
yeah.
I've told you I love using Among Us. It is one of my favorite Pokemon for competitive. I almost chose it, but then I was like, maybe this person like also does competitive every once in a while, and they've also gotten a soft spot for Among Us. Among Us.
Yeah, no. They talk more about the existential horror of it being a living mushroom and just like the design not being too good, the Pokeball thing on it. I don't know. I think
the design is fine.
Yeah,
what the fuck are they talking about?
I think I like
it. Does remind me of the Tumblr post.
What Tumblr post?
The Tumblr post that's like they're pointing a gun at a mushroom. And
I'm not fucking scared of you.
I'm not fucking scared of you. Like it says something about like God or like you'll never understand my existence or something. It's a hilarious Tumblr post. I'm not doing it justice.
I love the mushroom Tumblr post. I need to find the full copy pasta for that because that's a good one.
It's very good. But that's what I imagine. This author is like pointing a gun at their DS screen at the Among Us, going, "Tell me your secrets," and they're just terrified out of their mind.
That's fair. I don't know. I like their design. I like the Among Us soon. But yeah, neat.
I mean, far, all I'm hearing is that all of these Pokemon are better than Rhyperior. I don't know why Rhyperior was at the bottom of this list.
Yeah, fair. I agree.
Stupid choice.
I like the lore of this Pokemon, like using its Pokeball design to like lure in trainers and other Pokemon. Like that's kind of cool. I like that.
It's very cool. Like
I like when Pokemon kill humans.
Me too. I wish it would happen to me one day.
Oh, huh?
Specifically by Pokemon.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I want to be smothered in Slacking's thick titties.
Okay. I don't.
It was just on my screen. I'm sorry.
I don't.
Go next type.
Why are Slacking's big titties on your screen, Trace?
Next type. You don't get next type.
All right, fine. It's dark type. What do you think the ugliest dark type is, Trace?
Well, see, and this is the one that I thought had the least ugly Pokemon. So, how do you think that makes me feel? It's Skunk Tank.
You think Skunk Tank is the ugliest dark type Pokemon?
No, I just know that a lot of people think it is the ugliest.
Oh, okay. You think that's what
I am choosing based on what I think other people's assumptions are.
Well, you're wrong. It's not Skunk Tank. It's fucking Guzzlord.
That's fine.
Yeah, I agree.
Interdimensional 4 god thing. Yeah.
It doesn't look good. I don't like its design. It's weird.
Yeah, I mean, all the Ultra Beasts are supposed to be weird. That's the point.
But it doesn't make me like them.
It makes me like them more because then I'm like, oh yeah. I mean, like I really don't like Stakataka.
But that's just me. Yeah, I remember that one. It's the fucking. It's just an electric wire.
No. That's Xurkitree.
Oh, what is Stakataka then?
Stakataka is just the bricks, like the brick
tower.
Oh,
yep. I remember now. Yeah, both ugly in my opinion. I don't like either of them. But yeah,
but I like them better by the fact that they're supposed to be interdimensional aliens.
Fair enough.
And that is fun, objectively.
Yeah, I do think it's fun. I just don't like Guzzlord. I don't think
You
it
don't
looks
like
good.
Guzzlin the Lord? Okay.
Me as a Vor fan not liking Guzzlord, I know this is a crime, but
This is
I
blasphemy.
don't like it at all. It's not good.
But also the name, very funny.
it is
Guzzlord.
funny. It's really funny.
It's
all
like
right.
Gaylord, but for Vor furries.
But for Vor furries, that's how it be. All right, we're at number 10. Do you want to start guessing now?
Okay, coming in number 10. What would be the type? Because we've already gone through like rock, ground, grass,
I
dark,
can recap
ghost,
for you.
electric.
We did flying already too.
Flying.
Fairy, we did that one.
Fairy. I'm going to say the next type is probably going to be fighting.
Oh, spicy, but no. Fighting's further on.
Damn.
And actually, fighting's a lot further on. Goddamn, I didn't realize how on the list it was.
They really fucking hate whatever fighting thing it is.
I mean, to be fair, I do too. I agree with their fighting nomination, but
okay. Interesting. So what is this type?
This is the poison type Pokemon.
Poison type. God,
yeah.
They're just gonna put Toxtricity on there to really stab my heart. They've already got the knife in there. Now they need to twist it.
They could. They might. Who knows? Only one way to find out, Trace.
I don't think they're going to. I think they are going to choose. Sorry. I gotta look through.
They're going to choose Hoot. Yeah, I agree.
Poison.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to go with Muck because like Muck is pretty beloved at this point. Like before people were like, oh, there's just a sludge ball. But like, I think more people like it now.
Fair.
Maybe if they're good, if they have new Pokemon on this list, it could be Reverum because I know a lot of people.
This list is up to date. This list is
it's
up to
date.
Yeah.
Okay. So it could be Reverum, because I know a lot of people think Reverum is really ugly. And I kind of agree with them. That may be my choice. But
I kind of like Reverum. He's silly. He has the silly car, in my opinion.
Yeah, Skrelp is also kind of an ugly little thing.
True. That is true. But no. That's not what they picked.
Goddamn. Okay. Final answer is going to be I forget how popular that Pokemon is with some crowds.
What?
I saw not Scorpy.
Venipede, yeah.
Venipede, yeah.
Yeah, that is very popular in furry crowds.
You can't say furry crowds because it's not true. It's only a very certain subsect of furry that is into Venipede for some reason.
Scolipede is what I'm thinking of, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, Scolipede, yes.
Yeah.
So my final answer is going to be Skrelp.
No, it is not Skrelp.
Did you already tell me it wasn't Skrelp?
I did.
Okay. Well, too bad. That was still my final answer because I'm like, Skrelp is kind of ugly.
Skrelp is kind of ugly, but they picked... You were right that they didn't pick Muck. And they also didn't pick Grimer, but they picked a Alolan Grimer.
Alolan Grimer. Interesting.
They point out his big goofy teeth and the yellow outline in his mouth, and I'm like, I kind of agree.
The big goofy teeth make me like him more.
The big goofy teeth are kind of cute, though.
I like his big old buck teeth, but his little oh, I've been eating too much mustard mouth. Like,
yeah, that's a little funky.
Not exactly my fave.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll give it to him.
Yeah.
Like, poison type, like there's a lot of them that are just like ugly, but they're designed to be ugly.
Yeah, you know.
So I think that's fine.
The ugliness is part of the charm for a lot of these Pokemon. I kind of like Alolan Muck though. I like the
Grimer's tongue is
colors. Blue. Yes. Did I say it wasn't?
Nope, it's blue.
Okay. Why do you say that? Is there a reason to point that out right now?
Bet Grimer's into Vor.
Yeah, probably. I've seen Muckvor out there. There's a lot of it.
He's got a very pronounced lower lip.
He does.
Anyway,
you really do.
All right, no qualms. I think that's fine.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Number 9. You want to guess what it is, or I still think it might be a little too early to start telling you. Like,
well, I'm still gonna try. Number 9 is water.
Nope. Not water.
Okay.
It's frozen water. It's ice. It's ice type. Yeah.
Barbanical. Is that an ice type or is that a water type?
I think it's a water type.
Oh shit! I think it was a water type.
Barbanacle is a water type.
Damn, ice type then? Well, that was like, is it Jinx? Final answer.
It's not Jinx.
What? Okay. So this is a person that has some knowledge of Pokemon at least, because I feel like if it was someone like their editor told them, "Hey, you need to write like an article about Pokemon," they would have chosen Jinx.
Immediately jumped to Jinx. Yeah,
But now this sounds like someone who is like, "I want to write this article."
No, I mean,
because I have opinions. That's what I'm
They do have
now.
opinions.
Are they good? No.
But I strongly disagree with this one personally. It's Crabominable.
You know what? I'm for it.
What?
Fuck that thing.
No! Crabominable soft! I think Crabominable looks like fluffy and huggable. I could cuddle a Crabominable.
It's a thin veneer of fluff. That thing punches.
Yeah!
It is also a fighting type.
Yes, I know. I think that's cute.
I don't know.
Fine.
I think Crabominable.
My dreams of snuggling a big old crab.
Crabominable. When I look at it, I'm like, this crab would call me a slur.
I mean, yeah, you're kind of right. He would.
He would use the F word way too casually around me.
Yeah.
And like
he'd use it to refer to himself, though. You know?
No, not at all.
Have you seen his buck teeth, though? He's absolutely queer.
No, I think I'm looking at him right now.
Yeah.
This man would call me the F slur constantly.
All right. Fine.
Full GOT too. Not like just the short version.
Not just
full
GOT. That is different. The full word's different.
But he wouldn't like.
I hate that we have to say GOT. We don't even have like a much more obvious way to draw the distinction between the 3-letter word and the 6th one.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, but anyway, he would say
the hard got.
The hard got, and he would like live in a little shack, and I would like walk by his house to school every day because I'd have to get there, but I'd be shy and like I wouldn't want to do it. But every time I'd walk by his house, he'd be like, "Oh, that little got kid is running past my house again," and he would go out and he would snap his little claws and he'd be like, "Get on out of here!" And that's what I think Crabominable would be like. So I agree.
Okay, fair enough. I don't get that vibe at all from him. I get more like Abominable Snowman vibe than Angry Crab.
He also wears a bra.
He does.
That's the only cool thing about him.
It is pretty cool. Not gonna lie. All right, move on. Because number 8. What do you think the typing for number 8 is?
Damn.
We should move
water
this list. Actually, no. You keep thinking water's the ugly next.
Well, because I think that water has some like not ugly. I mean, I'm gonna now assume that water is barbanical, whatever the fuck it's called.
No,
but when we get there, yeah,
I shouldn't have told you that, but
yeah, but that's what. Okay, what is it then? If it's not water, what is it?
Number 8's normal type.
Normal, okay.
There are some ugly normal Pokemon.
let me go into the deepest recesses of my mind. And
because there's also a lot of normal Pokemon. Like just straight up, there's a ton of them.
There are a lot of normal Pokemon.
Yeah.
And it's the way that this author has been so back and forth
between correct and wrong.
Between correct and wrong, that it is very hard to like think, okay, it's obviously going to be this one because, and like also none of the answers have been like very obvious, like well-known, this Pokemon sucks type answers.
Yeah. Like they at least know what they're doing. They're digging into it, which I appreciate.
Off the bat thinking Alolan Raticate. I know a lot of people
I would have thought that
one.
As well. Yeah. I don't like Alolan Raticate at all.
So it's not that one? Okay.
No, it is not. I should just shut the fuck up.
You should shut the fuck up sometimes. I'm joking. Please don't take it.
No, it's okay.
Maybe you should shut the fuck up. Man, I don't know. Because like young goose, young Gumshoes.
Gumshoe. Oh yes. Okay.
I'm also assuming it's not that one, but final answer.
It's not that one, but you're thinking of the Trump Pokemon.
Yes.
Gumshoes, yeah.
Gumshoes.
No,
yes.
But I see why you think that.
Is it Exploud?
It is Exploud. Exploud is their ugliest normal type Pokemon, and I disagree.
You disagree?
I like
Wasn't
Exploud.
Exploud
Exploud's
in?
kind of cute.
I feel like Exploud was in one of the Mystery Dungeon games.
I know Loudred was, but I don't remember Exploud being in it.
Interesting. I don't like Exploud because of how many holes it has in its body, but
It does have a lot of holes.
I would not call it the ugliest.
Yeah. I think it's also huggable. You know, it's kind of chonky. Their argument here is that it looks like an angry mess of Majin Buu tentacles.
No.
No, that's not really it. They do point out its giant gaping mouth, which I do kind of get that.
I mean, but we love a slack-jawed bitch.
Yeah, we do.
Is that an acceptable term?
I don't know.
Oh my god, I don't think that's a good term to use.
If it's not, so you know what? So
I was just okay. 1 second, internet. I was just meaning that its mouth is open. I wasn't like thinking of like whatever.
Our podcast doesn't get enough listeners for us to get canceled yet.
They're gonna dredge this up, and they're gonna be like, "Do you remember that time Trey said this?"
Possibly.
I said it, and then I was like, "That felt like a slur." I feel like Crabominable right now.
You feel like Crabominable? You just said a slur. Oh my god.
Am I Crabominable right now?
Possibly. Who knows? We'll find out.
No, okay. It just says having a mouth hanging loosely open as if in shock or confusion.
That's all Slackshot means?
If that's all it means, that's what I meant. But I was like, I said it, and I was instantly like, this feels like it could be placed on a minority.
Yeah, it do.
And that's why I was like, after I said it, I was like, I don't know if I should have said that.
I mean, anytime you refer to someone, or anytime you say like they are something, like they are slackjawed as opposed to they look slackjawed, like I don't know, it feels weird. But who knows? Who knows?
Like when I call a twink on Twitter hole.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a little offensive, Trace.
But they like it.
They do. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. What Pokemon did I say? I completely forgot.
I also forgot. Oh, I think we talked earlier about a Alolan Raticate, and I think that would have been my...
Alolan Raticate was pretty bad.
Yeah. I just don't like its cheeks.
Its cheeks are a little... Oh, I said Young Shoes.
Yes, the gumshoes, yeah. Why do you keep saying Young Shoes? That's not what it's called.
It's
Gumshoes.
No.
Yeah. Young Goose is its pre-evolution, but Gumshoes is the Trump looking one.
Is it? God damn.
Yeah. I get it. It's easy to mix them up. I fully understand that. Because they really
Gumshoes,
one of them's just standing up. And that's the only real
actually has grown on me a little bit, because when it was first announced, I was like, this is a Trump Pokemon.
Uh-huh.
This looks like Trump.
Yes.
But after after the time of difference between Trump and now, I mean, he's still doing shit.
Yeah, between we don't Trump acknowledge and now, his existence anymore.
The farther that like has gotten out, the more and more I start to appreciate Gumshoes' design.
Yeah.
And I feel so bad for it that it had such a bad reputation right off the bat because of it.
The goddamn haircut. They just shouldn't have given it hair.
But now I'm like, okay, I get it, because it's a Gumshoes. It's like a detective.
Yeah.
So
I understand. I understand what you're saying.
Exploud's fine. Too many holes.
Exploud's loud. Too
many holes. Like my
Twitter
loud.
Feed. Oh my god. Trace. All right, moving on. Number 7. What type do you think number 7 is? Because we are going to run out of time on this podcast episode if we keep delaying. We're only at 7, and we're like already an hour, and you're going to keep guessing that until we get to water, aren't we?
Yeah, you know what?
It's bug.
Bug?
It's bug type.
All right, I've got one right off the bat.
Really? Immediately?
Golisopod.
I mean, I kind of agree.
Golisopod is very ugly. What do they have on the list?
Really bad. They have Cricketune on the list.
You're talking about the whoop, 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 whoop?
Yeah, that Pokemon.
No, that's like iconic.
Cute. I like the Cricketune.
Cricketune is so cute.
Is ugly as shit.
Golisopod should have been up there, baby. You fucking kidding me?
Yeah. It just doesn't look good. It looks bad.
Cricketune reminds me, because I think there was that really gay guy that was dressed like a cacturn on the Pokemon anime. Was he dressed like a cacturn? Am I thinking of someone else?
I have no clue. I didn't watch the
I don't know.
anime.
There was a really gay caricature who had like a Roselia, and then also had a Cricketune. And he was iconic, and he made me feel things as a child. So Cricketune has good feelings in my heart, specifically because he was owned by a gay on the show.
Fair enough. I think I don't know if I would have agreed with you, because I stumbled across another Pokemon that I straight up forgot existed. Do you remember Nimble?
Nimble.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
They're from Scarlet and Violet. They don't look good at all.
How do you spell that?
Nymble? They're the evolution of Spidops. Oh, wait, no, they're not the evolution of Spidops. Sorry. They're very different. I forgot. My bad.
Very different.
They're next to each other.
Lokix.
Yes, that one.
I mean, Spidops is way more uglier than Nimble to me.
I like Spidops. Maybe I have a thing for spiders. I think I like spider Pokemon.
I like spider Pokemon.
Yeah.
I love its pre-evolution, Tarantula.
Very cute. Very cute.
Spidops, stupid.
Yeah. Bit of a downgrade, but I just don't think it's ugly, you know?
I think it's pretty ugly. But you know what? Should have been Golisopod. Cricketune, leave that baby out of your mouth. Yeah, like you would destroy my baby Toxel, leave that baby out of your mouth.
Yeah, their argument for Cricketune is that it's just the mustache. They just hate the concept of bug hair.
Mustache is cute. God damn it.
They specifically point out the concept of bug hair bothers me. But you know what? It's all the mustache. I like Cricketune. I think Cricketune is great.
Hey, Seth.
Yes.
Is the next type water?
Yes, it is, Trace.
Oh, is it really?
It really is. Number 6 is finally water.
Thank goodness. All right.
And what was the Pokemon you keep guessing for it?
Barbarnacle.
You'll get there eventually.
I'll get there eventually. It's like Barbarnacle or something.
Barbarnacle, yeah.
Which you told me it wasn't.
Or it's not. There's no N in it. It's Barbaracle, which is weird because it feels like there should be an N.
So then I think it's going to be Bruxish.
Yeah, you're right. It's Bruxish.
Fuck this list. I like Bruxish. Okay, I am the Bruxish defender to the day I die. Everyone hates Bruxish so much. It is supposed to be ugly. It is a humu humu nuku nuku apua'a. Okay? It is a beautiful fish, but they look a little ugly. And that's fine. And then they give it like a little angler flower, which didn't make it better. But it is a good Pokemon. It is funny. They also gave it dazzling as its ability. Like, it's supposed to be funny that it's ugly. Mm-hmm. It's designed purposely ugly.
I agree. I think it is funny that it's ugly. That doesn't make it not ugly, in my opinion. I think it is still ugly.
But it is a good design.
It's a good design.
When I think of ugly Pokemon, that means I'm thinking bad design.
If you can make an ugly Barbaracle is a bad design?
Yes. I think it's a horrible design.
Oh, fair enough.
I love Bruxish. Partially because so many people hate it so much.
You're strictly a fan to like be a hipster, huh?
No, like I hate that people hate on it so much because I am a fan of its design. Like when it came out, I was like, oh, that's cool, that's fun. And then like everyone continuously shat on it for life. And then I was like, absolutely not. You cannot do this. Like, it is a good design. It is fun. I like that it has like little sharp teeth. It's supposed to be like everyone's like, wow, it's so pretty. It's so beautiful. Like in the anime and the games and whatnot. But us looking at it, we're like,
that's ugly as fuck.
That's fun. It's fun. It's like great. Fun. It's a very cute concept. And also just, I don't know. It's like they wanted to put the state fish of Hawaii on there because it has such a fun name.
True.
Which we sang a song when I was a kid, and that's why it's stuck in my head forever.
I was wondering how you remembered that fully.
Humu humu nuku nuku apua'a.
Yeah, because I wouldn't remember that if I hadn't sang a song.
Yeah, it's based on the reef triggerfish, also known as the humu humu nuku nuku apua'a.
Nice, hell yeah, we love that. All right, well now that you've lost your waterfall back. Are you content to keep guessing types now? Because we're down to the top 5.
The next type is fighting.
No.
Damn it.
Next type is psychic, buddy. Who do you
Psychic?
think is
Is
the
it-
ugliest psychic Pokemon?
Is it Bruxious again?
No, I told you there's no double ups.
I know, but it would be
told
really
you
funny
that.
if they like didn't do it like this one time. Is it Necrozma?
It is not Necrozma, but I understand where you're coming from. I like Necrozma's design personally. I think
Necrozma's
looks
fine.
great.
I think it could have been done better.
It could have been done
biggest
much better,
disappointment for Necrozma.
but it's not bad, you know?
Interesting. Bad psychic types. Calyrex. Final answer.
Ooh, also cute. Like, I don't think Calyrex was ugly. I think I like Calyrex's design.
Its little noodle arms put me off, but
It
otherwise...
does have noodle arms, but I like its big old head. I like its noggin.
Okay, who do they give us psychic?
Mr. Mime. Galarian form.
Oh, Galarian Mr. No, because Galarian Mr. Mime was better for me.
No.
I like that it had little ice.
I hate him so much more than the regular Mr. Mime.
Okay, speak your truth.
Terrifying. He just stands there. I don't like that.
He's a tap dancer.
Yeah.
He doesn't just stand there, he tap dances.
But no, he just stands there.
No,
he
tap
does.
dances.
He
is always moving.
No.
Well, you've never played the games or watched the anime.
I have played the games. I have seen him in action. I don't like him. It bothers me.
You played Sword and Shield?
No, I watched a playthrough of it. Who do you think I am?
You didn't play
gamer?
shit. No, he tap dances. He's a little tap dancer, which I objectively enjoy more than miming.
I do.
It's very funny that his name is Mr. Mime and not Mr. Tap, which I think would be
that would have been funny actually.
Funnier.
That would have been much funnier. I don't know. Conceptually, fine. I like the idea that he tap dances. I just do not like his design. His big old eyes, his weird little hands, they freak me out. This dude gives me nightmares.
Hands.
Good for
cool
what
shoes.
were you talking about with Calyrex's fucking noodle arms?
Noodle arms.
Yeah.
They're just off-putting.
Yes.
I feel like if he slapped you, it would just be like, eh. Like it would just.
Oh my god!
Like he wouldn't have any muscle in there. It's just he'd have to fling his shoulder, and then it would just like go.
Yeah. All right, moving on. What is number 4 for me, Trace? Tell me here. The type and Pokemon if you want to.
Is it Steel type?
It is Steel type. Yes.
Damn. Okay.
I mean, we only have 4 left. You're gonna get to them all eventually. Damn.
Okay. Steel. Wormadam.
No, but nice guess. I do like that.
Steel.
You've mentioned this Pokemon before.
Really?
Yes, you have.
Probopass.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm like, the reason he's not all the way back there is because he's up here, baby.
No, I'm gonna say Rhyperior.
I still agree.
A lot more ugly than most of these Pokemon we've talked about.
Fair. But that's not
Rhyperior is one of my least favorite Pokemon, which is weird that I didn't choose it. But I chose Probopass because so many people hate Probopass. Which Vindication.
Vindication?
But
why?
Because they're also saying Probopass is very ugly.
Yes.
Yeah. My choice was vindicated.
Oh, you're okay, gotcha. I see what you mean.
But no, I think Probopass is fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not my favorite. Is it because it has a mustache?
Let me see the reasonings here. There are 3 huge features here that make this one of the ugliest Pokemon designs. The overwhelming nose is frightening. The big round eyes, which no, they're not that big. They're kind of small. And the fluffy mustache is strange. One can only wonder what happens when Probopass sneezes. It probably sounds like a cannon blast. Nosepass, its pre-evolution, was fine. It was meant to look like a compass with a pointer for a nose. Probopass just took a good thing and made it too much. Which I guess I kind of agree. I do think it's worse than Nosepass.
Yeah, but also, I feel like this author, if they saw Voldemort, they would go feral. They'd be like, oh, small eyes, no nose, no mustache, all check marks, perfect man.
Perfect man, true.
Panties off.
We need who's the writer of this article? Because I think they were named earlier. It's John O'Connor. Yeah, John O'Connor. I ship them and
Voldemort.
And Voldemort. Yeah.
John is standing there, sees Voldemort on the big screen of the theater. All of a sudden, Pee Wee Herman. If all those words made sense to you together,
they did, I hate it.
But
fun fact: how much do you know about Pee Wee Herman? By the way,
that he was in a theater specifically for doing that.
Yeah,
I don't know. There was
It was a porn theater. He wasn't like I don't know. Weird.
Vindication for Pee Wee Herman. John, vindication for you too. We get it.
We get it. We understand.
Voldemort. I don't condone your choices, but I understand them.
Yeah.
Especially with all the opinions you've given us.
We just gotta hook John up with Voldemort. That's just how it
Because I want you to know, Voldemort doesn't wear a diaper.
True. Well, maybe. We haven't seen him. We haven't seen whether or not he wears a diaper. I would assume he does.
I have seen Voldemort's naked body.
Okay, then. What, the baby form when he's being carried by Wormtail?
Yeah.
That's true. He wasn't wearing a diaper then. You're right.
Yeah, even in baby formy, he was not wearing a diaper. So
you are right about that. Damn, I forgot about that. All right. Well, shall we move on? We've got our top 3 now. What do you think number 3 is?
The next one is fire.
No. It's in the top 2. Fire's in the top 2.
True.
Because it hasn't been mentioned yet, and it's not number 3. So
Dragon.
No. You mentioned the other 2 of the top 3. Did you forget what we haven't said yet?
Yeah.
Fighting. We haven't talked about fighting
yet. Oh, fighting. Yeah. True. Fighting.
So what do you think the ugliest fighting type Pokemon is?
Conkeldurr.
Yeah. Except it's the evolution.
Oh.
They picked Girder for this one.
Really? They picked Girder over Conkeldurr?
I disagree. I think Conkeldurr is uglier.
Conkeldurr, yeah.
No, Conkeldurr.
Conkeldurr, yeah.
Conkeldurr.
Conklin Cars?
Conklin Cars. Oh no!
If you have lived anywhere in Kansas,
yeah,
you get Conklin Car commercials. Okay,
that is a local hit only for Kansans. But goddamn, do we know it? We know it well. All right.
Anyway,
but yeah, they picked Girder, and they said it's a toss-up. They said it is a toss-up between Conkeldurr and Girder for the ugliest fighting type Pokemon, and it basically comes out to a tie. But they just said that this one was supposed to look like a clown, and they didn't like that.
Well, yeah, I also don't like that Conkeldurr has like a little butt plug on his head. Like
I think
very
that's
weird
funny.
to me.
I think the butt plug's funny.
I don't know why they decided to make these and give them like the bulgiest of veins ever.
Yeah, it's so uncomfortable. I don't like that. I know that animals can have bulgy veins, but fuck if I don't know. No, I'm not.
If it wasn't for competitive and like how fun it kind of is to use Conkeldurr at times.
Conkeldurr? Yeah.
Conkeldurr. It would like Conkeldurr would probably be one of my least favorite Pokemon ever.
Fair enough.
But just because like it has like some fun memories with competitive, I'm like, okay, yeah.
You're really heavily influenced by competitive Pokemon, aren't you?
I am. I mean, I think that's one of the reasons why so many Pokemon are fine in my mind is because like competitive, because a lot of the ugly ones are somehow good at competitive.
Fair enough.
Otherwise, I don't know. I'm just a little competitive little bean.
I've noticed. All right, well, there are 2 types left. Which one do you think is number 2, and which one do you think is number 1?
Dragon, number 2.
No, Trace, come on. You're
Fire, number 2.
Yes, obviously, but what fire type do you think is the ugliest of the fire types?
This is wild to me, because when I think of an ugly fire type, I think of Crocolore. But when I think of an ugly fire type, yeah, I don't like that middle evolution. Like it's
a little funky.
Completely just made me hate that evolution.
The number 3 is fine. I don't mind it too much, but number 2 is Skeletor is number 3, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So is it Blacephalon?
I don't know what that Pokemon is.
Okay, so that's a no. Blacephalon is an Ultra Beast that came out in the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
How do you spell that?
It's like Blast. BLA.
Oh, okay. I was looking up BLI for some reason.
Yeah, Blacephalon.
Yeah, like bliss. I'm not finding it here.
Well, I know a lot of people don't like Blacephalon, so that's why I was like, yeah, maybe that. I don't know. Like, I really don't. Like, most fire types are kind of cool.
You know what? I kind of.
Oh, you know what? Is it Simisear?
It is not Simisear. It's a Pokemon that has a similar vibe to Simisear, I would say, though. Like, it's not another monkey, but I can correlate this Pokemon with Simisear in my head.
Weird. What is it? Just give it to me because I have no idea.
I lied. It actually is another monkey. It's Darmanian.
Darmantian? What the fuck is that?
The second evolution of Darumaka.
Darmanitan.
Yep, sure. That's what I said. Yep, Darmanitan.
Darmanitan.
Darmanitan, yes. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce words, but it looks
Galarian or regular?
They just mentioned the regular.
So standard mode, regular.
Standard mode, regular. Yeah, not. I like the Galarian. Galarian also looks like I could hug it.
You know what? You're fine. Agreed. I like Darmanitan. I think it's just a funny little design. I love the fact that it is supposed to go between Zen mode and standard mode, even though Zen mode is the hardest fucking thing to use.
That is pretty funny.
Not even that is funny. Like, it's cool. I can't remember what they're called, but it's based off of like these little figurines. Yeah, I can't remember what they're called, but it's based off of a particular figurine that I believe in Japan, since this game was made in Japan.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I would assume you're right.
I will send one, or you can look up what is Darmanitan based off of. But
here,
like,
let me see appearance. No, that's not what it means.
I like Darmanitan. I think they're wrong here. I don't think the Darmanitan is that ugly.
Fair enough. Yeah, they're mainly trying to correlate it with like Yokai Watch characters, because those generally aren't very good looking. Aside from the one exception, as we have referred to in the past,
there's one very good looking
Yokai Watch. But they say that this Pokemon reminds them a lot of Yokai Watch characters. What?
I feel like such a dad saying that. I'm pretty sure you're just supposed to say reminds me of a yokai, because yokai watch is like because there's a watch.
Yeah, but yokai.
So I think the characters are just called a yokai.
They are called
a yokai watch.
They are called yokai, but you can't call them that because yokai also exist outside of the video game. You know, like they have. I know.
So yokai from Yokai Watch.
Yes, I'm just calling them Yokai Watch characters.
Okay, better. But I called them a yokai watch, and I was like, I feel like such a dad. I feel like when my mom would come up to me and be like, "Oh, you play Pokemon?" Like I get pain to the little kids. I'm sorry.
I understand. They'll understand us. You know what? All of the what's the generation that's younger than Zoomers? I don't know what it's called.
I have no idea.
Me neither. All right.
I don't know. Magmortar would have been my choice.
Magmortar,
honestly, fire types are fine.
Yeah, fire types.
I've got bangers.
I've got no beef with the fire types. I think most of them have pretty solid designs.
All right. I check me here, but I think the next one, dragon type.
Actually, wrong. It's the question mark type.
Okay.
It was the type that only existed in Gens 2, 3, and 4. No, Arceus is the only question mark type.
Oh, shit. No, you were gonna say it's the bird type?
Oh my god, no, not again. Yeah, that is missing now. But no, the dragon type is obviously the last one. So who do you think they picked, not only for the ugliest dragon type of all time, but the ugliest Pokemon across the entire series of Pokemon?
Is it Drampa?
It is not Drampa.
Interesting. Is it Dialga Origin Form?
Honestly, I would agree with that.
Dialga
Origin Form is fucking horrendous. It looks terrifying.
Sucks.
The only Origin Form that looks good is Giratina. Palkia is like a little creepy, but I get what they're going for. Dialga needs to die. That Origin Form is horrendous.
Is it one of the Kyurem forms?
It is not one of the Kyurem forms.
God damn.
I know. You're gonna cry when I tell you what it is. Do you want me to tell you what it is?
Tell me what it is.
It's Dracovish!
Oh. Okay.
They put Dracovish as the ugliest. Really? I don't think Dracovish is ugly.
Yeah, I mean, I can see someone who doesn't understand Pokemon. Sorry, Josh. Can I call you Josh? Let me mansplain to you for a second. Dracovish is based off of the idea that, like, the museums would accidentally put together different fossils because they thought they went together, but they didn't.
Yeah.
And that's what it's based off.
Josh does point that out in the reasoning here. They say all the chimeric creations that come from fossils in Pokemon Sword and Shield all have an existential horror factor when you see that they're just body parts lumped together. They all fight the bill for the existence as misery vibes, and Dracovish is a shining example of that, being a giant fish head put on a clean cut-off dragon tail. It's hard to decide which of the Galar fossils are the most cursed, but Dracovish is definitely in the running. The color palette is awful, the jagged teeth are terrifying, and its mismatched body is unsettling. According to the Pokédex, this Pokemon is capable of running at speeds of up to 40 miles per hour, but it can't breathe above water. This little bit of trivia doesn't redeem this poor creature. I didn't know that trivia. That's actually horrifying that it can run that fast but can't breathe. But
first
also...
of all,
First of all, for it. Yes.
I love Dracovish because it was super fun to use and say it with me now. Competitive.
Competitive, yeah, we know.
But also Dracovish in the anime is very funny.
It's a cute Pokemon. I like it.
I love the way it moves in the anime and just like it's very cute. I think this author needs to sit down and watch the anime and two things will happen. They'll like Hippopotas and then they'll like Dracovish.
Probably. All right. Well, if that's not the case, do we just want to agree that Origin Form Dialga is the true ugliest Pokemon of all time?
Oh, yeah? I'm fine with that.
It looks horrible.
Nope. Ugliest Pokemon ever. Worst Pokemon ever. Golden Go.
Okay, yeah, okay. Yes.
Side tangent, Origin Form Dialga and Palkia suck.
Yep, I agree. I'm all right with the Palkia. It's fine. It's supposed to look like a centaur, which I get. I understand
without
that.
Arms.
The lack of arms is fucking me up. It's so weird. But I understand Dialga why they did it.
Sucks so much more. You are correct there.
It's horrifying. The moment I saw Origin Form Dialga was when I put down Legends Arceus. I'm like, I don't want to complete this game anymore.
It's the moment that I put down my Pokemon.
I gave up.
Restart.
And like they could have gone. Dialga had other forms.
They could have made it. Okay, shut the fuck. I just shut the fuck up, Mystery Dungeon player.
We love my Mystery Dungeon Pokemon.
And that would have made people go crazy.
It would have.
Because literally the remakes before Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire had Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon. So wouldn't it have been funny if they did Primal Dialga, which they've already designed?
Yes, but they didn't. They went with fucking Origin Form. Like, Jesus Christ.
They decided to throw up on the page.
They decided. I hated it. I hated it so much. It was disgusting. Anywho, thank y'all for watching or listening to this episode. Oh my god, I feel like I need a break because this article. I had my qualms with this article. I knew you would too.
I did not enjoy the article.
Rating
officially 2 out of 10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say.
Get Toxel out of your mouth.
For real. I mean,
it's a baby.
It is a baby. I'm not gonna vor a baby.
Don't vor a baby.
Don't vor a baby. Yep. That's the lesson learned for today. Don't vor babies. And then find some uglier Pokemon because all of these are not that bad. These are fine. Thank y'all for listening or watching. Don't forget to do the things that YouTubers tell you to do, like and comment and subscribe and share. And then again, if you're listening on other platforms, thank you. I don't know why.
I know why, because I also Spotify and best place to listen to podcasts, in my opinion.
If you're listening to us on YouTube, you have ads, and if you listen to us elsewhere, you have fewer ads. I don't think you have any ads. That's true. This is true.
If you listen to us on YouTube, ads.
Do you have ads if you listen to us on YouTube? Because we're not monetized. We're not getting paid for those ads. If you do have ads.
We do have ads. I've gotten ads in front of this before. So.
In front of is different from during, though. You know, I don't think we have mid-rolls.
Yeah.
I don't think
there's any mid-rolls.
All right. Thank y'all for watching or listening. Have a good one. We'll see y'all later. Bye.